Hi everyone, welcome back to If My Heart Had Wings, Ageha's Route, Episode 5, and Ageha is trying to relive the old past by bringing Aoi here under the claim, I need someone to help me move materials from the store to the secret base slash hangar slash dock, and instead, Ageha was teasing Aoi by taking him to questionable stores like the underwear store, and she was showing off so much that it was making Aoi uncomfortable. And then Ageha got upset, like, well, think about what this place was in the past. So it turns out that this shopping district, Windy, was built over their old secret base. And I did mention in the past about how Ageha was like a boy, but we can tell now that she's not a boy, but a girl. And at some point, Ageha bought a crepe, and she wanted Aoi to have the rest of it because it was too much for her to eat. So anyways, we're still in Windy, and I wonder what Ageha wants. So let's continue from here. So Ageha's like,
で、まあ、とりあえず、少しは緩んでくれたかな。
Yeah. Geez, this girl, she understands me more than anyone. So having been friends for a long time, right now, I really appreciate it.
それじゃ、裁判始めましょうか。
So what's the trial? So my mind can't keep up.
裁判。では改定。被告人、水瀬葵、そこに正座しなさい。被告人の罪は、ここ最近、見境なく女性に手を出しまくっていることである。まったく、この節操なし、浮気者、スケベ、シリガル、軽薄単勝。
Hey, so what are you talking about? So I wonder if that, or the two events from the past, so having the teacher Amane come close to Aoi and Kanako talking to Aoi, so Ageha's trying to bring that up again?
まず、第一の罪。天音先輩に抱きついていた。
Wait, she hugged me.
第二の罪。かなこさんとデートしていた。フラックスに行ったって？いいわね、仲良くて。
So I really feel that Ageha was the one who set this up. And I don't think the time with Kanako was a date. It was more like Kanako talking to Aoi and asking him some really tough questions. Like, how do you feel about Ageha? How do you feel about this and that? Wait, it's not like that. All we did was eat ice cream and she's the one who invited me. Okay.
第三の罪。あかりさんにまで言いより、迫り、口説き、けしからん振る舞いを。
Well, I think that was Akari coming up to Aoi and questioning him about all the rumors in school. Wait, so who's been saying that about me? Look, so Mamba was there as well. I want to call a witness.
ほー、言い訳するんだ。
Look, so in the end, trying not to look too close inside school, that strategy, that person who thought of that was you, right? So you're the one who coordinated this to happen.
確かに。でもだからって、天音先輩の胸に顔を埋め、かなこさんの手を握り、あかり先輩を押し倒そうとするなんて。
I'm sure that didn't happen, and it was the girls that made their advances. Well, I didn't do it.
してないの？
Really? Well, you can't just blatantly twist the facts like that.
なんでしないのよ。
Well, you want me to then? So, you think I didn't go far enough?
してくれないと折檻できないじゃない。
Well, then I can't yell at you or punish you for this. But then again, who wants to be chastised? or chastised. Well, your method and objective are backwards.
ああ、バレたか。
Oh, so basically you found out that I was the one who was behind all this? Punishment before the facts. You're horrible.
キャー、セクハラ襲われる、助けて。
Well, I don't want to hear that kind of talk from a freak who shows her underwear off.
よし、わかった。お返しに葵も私にパンツ見せびらかしていいわ。
Well, how about a exchange, a fair deal? That doesn't make up for anything.
男女平等。
Right. Then do the same laborious work I do then. So, why don't you help me carry the items too and help me build the glider and maybe fly it?
女の子に重い荷物持たせるなんて最低。
Well, that's horrible. So using a man to your heart's content is just as bad. So right back at you.
よし、お互い最低ってことで、ここは引き分けにしといてあげる。
Well, you're the one who tried to draw me into a trap right from the start.
細かいことは気にしない。大空に生きるんでしょ。
Hey, so in order to fly in the sky, I never overlook the small details. Well, actually about that. So while engaging in this stupid back and forth, something pops into my head. So what about Hotaru? So... So you brought up Amane, so Kume-san, so Akari, and Kanako, but you never say anything about Hotaru. And to which Ageha, which looks, or with a look of surprise, blinks so hard I think I can almost hear it. So, didn't you mess with Hotaru, your sister, as well?
だって、ホタルは大丈夫でしょ?
Well, Hotaru is a different reason. And I think it's because, well, it's part of the plan because of that teacher, Tariq Sensei. So, no chance of what?
いや、だから、葵が、あれ?
So, Ageha's eyes swim. And to gain control of her thoughts, her eyes fix on a point where no one is. So they stay there. But what exactly is giving her so much strife?
ホタルなら安心だし、安心だよね。
Well, I'm sure Hotaru is safe. Well, yeah, well, I mean, I wouldn't try anything funny with her.
だよね。
Really? But didn't you think I would try to with others?
いや、葵だし。
Well, I'm glad you think you can trust me.
葵だし、ホタルだし、問題ないよね。
So, completely unlike her, Ageha was of speaking lacks confidence. So what are you all flustered about?
なんだろう。
I don't know. Hold on.
まあいいや。大事なことならそのうち出てくるでしょ。
Well, if it doesn't, it'll cause problems.
やめてよ。
So her voice takes on a serious tone.
まあともあれ、そういうことだからさ。もうちょっと遊んでこ。
Okay, fine then. And after that, for a while, we forget about the sky, the exams, everything, and just have fun. But still, what was bothering her, it seems that Ageha doesn't even understand it herself. Okay, so they left Windy. Yeah, it was. So I always spend my holidays working or doing flight training, so I haven't had fun like this for ages.
みんなには悪いけど、楽しかった。
Well, I'm sure there are other chances for the other people. Yeah, I had fun too. So my hands are filled with shopping bags. And after that, I still ended up going to even more stores and got stuck with Ageha buying clothes. And of course, I have to carry them. Like a man. Well, by the way, so you sure can buy a lot of clothes.
なーに言ってんの。女の子ならこのくらい当然だって。むしろ少ないぐらいよ。
Well, I wonder how much is normal. Alright.
男の方が数は少ないけど高いもの買うってお母さん言ってたし。
Well, I can't deny that. I laugh bitterly. Well, if it's part for my bike, someone who doesn't know might be dumbstruck by the price I pay for them. It's like, well, I need the parts and I know what to do with them.
あ、そうだ。荷物持ちついでにうち寄ってってよ。お母さんも喜ぶから。
Okay, so now they're in the Himegi household, and I was like, I'm sorry to intrude. I enter the Himegi residence. And the old Himegi house was a sports goods store on the first floor, and then in the back and on the second floor was the living quarters. So kind of like the Sao Tome Stop and Buy convenience store in A Sky Full of Stars. So because I thought it was cool she lived in a sports goods store along with the secret base, I often came over to play there. And now that their shop is located in Windy and the Himegi family live in a house close by, it's different. So of course, this isn't my first time here. I've already come to visit a bunch of times like this year. So the house isn't that bad, and you can see nice decorations. So that curve, the dark wood, and the furniture looks pretty good too.
おかえり。
Oh, hello, Hotaru.
青に。
Oh, Aoni.
おい、ただいま。青にだ。おーい、お姉ちゃんですよ。
Hey, say hi to your actual sister.
青にがうちにいる。不思議。
And Hotaru is still interested in seeing Aoni or Aoi here.
あーちゃんもいるんですけど。いたの。
Yeah, you're here, so...
葵、悪いけど先に帰って。これから姉妹で熱く語り合うから。主に拳で。
Hey, well, you'd be more beautiful if you get along.
これも宿命。血を分けた姉といえども、戦いを避けられぬ悲しき定め。
Huh? Well, Hotaru? So isn't this a bit off character for you? And by that, I mean you're way too off.
我が真の力を今こそ解放するとき。さあ、かかってくるがよい。ふんふんふん。まさかこの技を使うことになろうとは。
So Ageha takes on a stance, opens up both arms, and with a strange air begins twirling them. Oh, wow. So what happened now? So with a whoosh, a figure appears behind Ageha, and in the same instant, it occurs. So what's the it? And with a shock, Ageha flies into the air. No, seriously, both legs completely separate from the ground.
まったくこのバカ娘は。お客様の前で何やってんだい?
Okay, so it's Ageha's mom. Oh, pardon my intrusion.
あら、おいく。よく来たね。
Oh, hello, Aoi-kun. So Ageha's mother is being nice to Aoi because he's a guest.
いきなりのケツキックは反則。
漫画も没収。ホタルにろくでもないことを教えた罰だよ。
So apparently you've been treating your sister really poorly. So of course it's that. I felt like I heard those lines before.
あーちゃん、今のでよかったの？おお、バッチグー。
So after giving the thumbs up, Ageha gets another kick in the butt. Well, goodbye, Ageha. I'll never forget you.
あーちゃんとお出かけしてたの？
Yeah.
いいな。
Lucky. So me carrying parcels and shopping bags looked enviable to Hotaru. Definitely a girl's way of thinking. It's like, wow, so you went together and you bought so much stuff and... Well, sorry for just the two of us going. Next time, we'll all go together, so I'll invite you.
Oh.
So what's wrong then?
なんでもない。
Nothing? Well, what a weird person.
お尻まだヒリヒリするよ。
So you reap what you sow. I was invited to stay for dinner, but I have to make dinner for others in the dorm, so I declined and left. And as I apologize and head off, Ageha receives a third kick.
お母さん横暴すぎるよね。
Well, then again, Ageha's being too rowdy, and I'm sure the mom is not happy that Ageha was yelling at Hotaru because, hey, I'm here, and you are saying hi more to Aoi than me. It's like, well, I was a guest and you're just a resident or a sister. Well, you'll probably be like that one day. Or maybe like, well, in the future, when you become a parent, you'll be kicking your kids as well.
まあ、あのケツキックはもうちょっとで得できるんだけどね。
Like, based on your past as being this rowdy, tomboyish person, I'm sure when you grow up and become a mother, you're going to do that to your kids. Well, please don't.
大丈夫よ。葵しか蹴らないから。
Well, that's worse.
愛あればこそよ。
Well, I don't need that kind of love, so I don't need you to be beating me up all the time.
ああ、そうだ。まだ時間あるでしょ。ちょっと寄り道してかない？
So, where are we going? So, Anchan's place?
いやいや。
No. Oh, so the runway.
しばらく来てなかったもんね。
So the grass has grown.
生きてるね、君たちも。
So it's been a year since the last time we flew here. And from then on, we've been hiding the glider as carefully as possible. And no, not just the flying, but we've had to hide the existence of the soaring club itself. And without thinking, I hold out both my arms wide. The sky. It's so vast, expands forever, the sky. And different to the glider area, here above our town, the sky above our Kazekura. And my desire to fly flows out of me stronger than ever. And I want to go back into the sky. And I want to pass through the passage of clouds. And in the glider we made, in our own wings, into the sky. Ooh, so just remembering that makes me excited. And without resisting my impulses, I yell out.
しゃ
So we'll do it! What?
ー。葵が叫んだから負けてられないって。
Well, I like your attitude. I look out over the lake as it sparkles with the light of fading sun. Without thinking, I inhale sharply. I'm gonna fly.
やるぞ
Ageha gets caught up in the same excitement. But, Ageha,
わかってるよ。何やってるか聞きたいんでしょ？
So those days, Ageha has been doing something separate to the rest of us. So you've been telling us to go ahead, so go to the secret base without us, or without me, and you've been absent a lot. So what has she been doing? This is what I really want to ask. As well as that, I want to confirm one thing. So right now, I just yelled, I'm going to fly. But Ageha didn't say that. So in order to make the glider, you are helping out a lot, right? I'm sure about what you do in the club room, but what else have you been doing? Okay, so I also remember that the other people were kind of concerned. It's like, well, without Ageha, we can't complete the glider, so we need to have her here in order for the glider to be complete. The modifications.
秘密。
Secret. Wait, why? Is it something you can't tell the rest of us?
悪いけど、そうなんだよね。
Well, I'm sorry. Well, because you think we'll tell others you can't trust in us? So are you afraid that we're going to eventually let it leak out to Tobika Sensei?
いや、そうじゃなくて。
I'm sure that's not the case. So after searching my expressions, Ageha lightly shrugs her shoulders.
じゃあ、葵だけには言っておくよ。小鳥や朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんには内緒のままね。
So fine. I won't tell them.
バレたら、ものすごくまずいことをお願いしてるの。
So will you be scrutinized by Tobika Sensei?
そんなもんじゃないよ。よくて退学。
It's like, well, I'm sure what I'm doing is severely against school rules, and I'm sure he would push me forward for expulsion. At best, you mean...
だから知らない方がいいの。知っていたら共犯になっちゃうから。
So I'm trying to protect all of you from being affected. Accomplice?
知らない方がいいこと。いや、知らないのが一番の協力っていうこと、実際あるんだよ。だから、葵にも教えない。
But well, if I'm protected like that, I really don't like it.
葵がいなくなったら飛べなくなるでしょ？
Well, yeah, that's true, but if you say like that, you're the same, right? So if you aren't here, we can't make the glider. There you go. So, well, the club needs both of us, not just one. So you make the glider, I fly it.
小鳥がいるわよ。朝ちゃん、夜ちゃんも。葵が信じてあげなくてどうするの？他にも、もっと手先が器用で、もっと機械に強くて、もっと作業に慣れてる人、うちにはたくさんいるよ。でもね、飛ぼうって思う人は、葵たちしかいないの。まして、ただ飛ぶだけじゃなくて、自分たちのグライダーで、なんて考える人はね。だから、葵も小鳥も朝ちゃんもいなくちゃダメなの。
I struggle to find words. Logically speaking, she is right. But, Ageha, you're doing something dangerous, and if you were to disappear, then, well, I don't want to fly if it comes to that. If it comes to that, if would be better not to fly. Well, I want to fly with everyone together. If it's not all of us, then I don't want to do it. So it won't feel right, and...
そっか。そうだよね。
It's like, well, you're part of the effort, so... we need to all be here in order to enjoy the work that we put into this glider project.
葵はそういうやつだったよね。
Of course, so we're friends.
そうだね。一番の親友。
So Ageha lightly thrusts out a clenched fist. I lightly tap her fist with my own. So we'll fly, all of us, together. I'm happy you're doing so much to help, but please don't make me worry. So don't do anything dangerous, okay?
できるだけそうする。
So do your best. Hey, look over there.
仕方ないよ。普通に作業して普通に飛べるんならいいけど、私たちそういう立場じゃないし。そうなると、どこかで無茶をしなきゃならない。誰か無茶をやる人がいないとうまく回らない。誰かがやらなきゃならないんだよ。葵。そんな顔しないの。私、今ものすごく充実してるんだから。
So Ageha doesn't look at me, but somewhere in the sky that I was just looking at.
飛ばそうね。あの白い機体を。また。
Yeah.
そして、守ろう。みんなの場所を。去年みたいな、あんなのは、もう絶対に嫌。
Yeah. So the collapsing garage, the shock I receive from those sights, those sounds, even now, just remembering it makes my chest hurt.
今度こそ成功させるの。誰も見たことのない空を私たちの機体で葵に飛んでほしい。そのために頑張るから。私できる限りのことやって必ず葵が飛べるようにするから。
Ageha? I feel really ashamed. Just because she hadn't been to the secret base, hadn't been working besides us, just because of that, I had felt distracted from her. So Ageha, more than all of us, had been completely, earnestly, sincerely desperate to succeed. Because I realized this, I feel. So I'm definitely going in to fly the glider that everyone has made. I will pass through morning glory. And right now, what's needed of me isn't to feel sorry or apologize to Ageha. What I need to do is use my actions to make Ageha's hopes come alive, to become her expression of determination. Ageha replies with a smile. And this was her most beautiful smile of today. So Ageha knows that the problem is that they're doing activities outside the school grounds, the campus, and Ageha knows that, well, if they do get caught, they may be in for big trouble, which could lead to expulsion. And if that was the case, Ageha wants to be the sacrificial lamb. It's like, well, I'll take the punishment and I'll go for the expulsion. And it's like, well, if I do get kicked out of Keifu Academy, I'm sure there are other people who could take over my position, so they can also build a glider like me. But the same isn't true for Aoi because he's a pilot, and he's the only one who's qualified to fly the glider. But at the same time, Aoi doesn't feel comfortable flying the glider without everyone present. And I'm sure if the expulsion hammer was to drop, the whole soaring club would be shut down for good. And it'll be much, much harder to bring it back to life. Because I'm sure now the other teachers are aware. And on top of that, they did something that is illegal to the point where it broke school rules. But anyways, I was like, so well, see you tomorrow. Okay, so back in the Flying Fish Manor, Ageha yells, "Fill me to the brink," or the brim. So looks like the dorm work will come first. But I'll be sidestepping everyone today, so few are here today. Asa and Yoru spend their weekends at home, while Kotori is eating with Hibari tonight.
おかえり。お腹減ったよ。
But Kanako's here. Okay, I'll get right on it.
アゲハちゃんとうまくいった？
Well, barely avoided a witch hunt, but whose fault do you think that was?
やだ、葵くんの女ったらし。
Well, I'm sure Kanako knows about it, and she just tagged along, like, well, it'll be kind of cool to see how Aoi-kun reacts. Well, I wonder if it's okay for me to get angry about this.
おかえりなさい。
And for some reason, Hotaru's here. Oh, hello. So, how was dinner tonight? Huh? Wait, now? I think I'll wash the potatoes and carrots first.
じゃあこっちは鶏肉の下ごしらえしておくよ。
Oh, so Ageha's here too. Oh, your lifesaver.
いい匂い。お腹すいた。
ご飯まだかしら。
So everyone's like, hurry up, I'm hungry! I swung the pot around to deliver a pile of food onto a large plate, a giant cloud of steam following it all the way to the table.
ご飯よそう。箸なんで？
So we need 7 pairs of chopsticks.
揃った？それじゃみんな
Okay?
いただきます。
Alright, so the E now.
うまくできたね。お兄もお料理上手。
Well, it sounds like Hotaru's flattering Aoi. Kanako-san, so is it okay if I ask a question?
はい、どうぞ。
So what is it? So these two on my right and the left, how long have they been here?
片方は最初からいたし、もう片方は葵くんの後ろにずっとくっついてたよ。
I see. Wait, so what could it mean? So I think the problem is that, for some reason, he's right in between the Himegi sisters, so Ageha and Hotaru.
いや、言ってなかった？
So wasn't this how we were seated?
青兄のところでご飯食べてきなさいって。
And is it making you uncomfortable to eat?
ちゃんと食材持参だし。お手伝いもしました。
It's fine, so I got my permission, so eating here is not a problem. The problem is, why am I seated here? So, one side of this table was Kanako and everyone else from the dormitory. And then there was me. And sitting in the middle, on the side opposite from them. So Ageha's on my right and Hotaru's on my left.
両手に花だね。
So isn't this good? So they're between the Himegi sisters.
いいじゃない。可愛い子に囲まれて。
And they're cute.
男の夢ってやつでしょ。
Trust me, it's not all it's cracked up to be. So it doesn't seem right.
食べないならもらうよ。青兄、おかわりいる？代わりに私のこれあげる。あ、じゃあ私も。ほら葵、して食べさせてあげるよ。
Okay, so Ageha's trying to spoon feed Aoi. Wait, who's eating?
青兄、
And now Hotaru's joined in the mix as well. No, I mean,
ダメ？そうだぞ、葵。お客様は大事にするもんよ。だから、りょうこ、しっかりとってよ。わかった。
So now they're inviting the other girls to spoon feed Aoi. Wait, what are you doing with that camera?
新聞部に売って部費の足しにするんだっけ。
So we're gonna film you being spoon fed by the Himegi sisters.
いや、水瀬のおばさまにお送りして、彼女とのデート代が足りないってことで、葵のお小遣いを増やしてもらうのさ。
So we're gonna send it to Mother Minase.
そうすれば、ソアリング部の活動費が増えるという幸せな結果に。
I'm not sure if it's Aunt Minase or Mother Minase. Well, we'll rip them off for the world sum.
さすがアゲハ。えげつない。もっと褒めて。あーちゃん、ずる賢い。
Something's off.
ここなら邪魔が入らないから、後でたっぷり語り合おうね。青兄が代わりに戦ってくれます。ひどい！私というものがありながら。
Well, I kinda like to eat, so you two fighting is making it unappetizing.
いいね。ご飯がどんどん進むってもんだよ。
Well, please stop already.
人の不幸は蜜の味。
So your sister has some harsh lessons to teach.
葵の不幸は鉄の味。
Oh, right. So that's because blood is full of iron. So that is the cause enough for us to show restraint.
青兄も不幸。
Geez, I wonder who's to blame.
葵だよね、ホタル。
So why is this all of a sudden collusion? So like I said, I already just stop looking at me like that with those grins on your faces.
いやだってさ、ほら、なんか邪魔しちゃ悪いっていうか。
世界が完成してるから。
しかも姉妹だよ。姉妹丼だっけ？
So isn't that kind of nice being sandwiched between two sisters? Hey! I'm sure I didn't enjoy that. And I'm not really sure why they set this up to have Aoi being sandwiched by the Himegi sisters, with them going all over Aoi, even spoon-feeding him. So I've had enough of this for one day.
それじゃ、ごちそうさまでした。失礼します。
So, see you later!
はーい、お疲れさん。明日も来るんでしょ？ノート用意しといてあげる。
So, are you going to come tomorrow? This time, or next time, I'll have notes.
よろしくお願いします。試験勉強するんだよね。
Huh?
私もいい？
So can I join? Well, I don't mind, but,
行く。
well, I'll say yes then. Hotaru spoke with a unusual intensity.
ちょっと、あんた同学年いないのに。
She has a point. With us in year 3 and the Kazatsu sisters in year 1, I'm sure they're in year 2, if I get it right. Well, no, maybe year... Okay, so they are year 3. There isn't much for Hotaru to gain as the only year 2 student. Okay, so Ageha and Aoi are year 3. The sisters are... or the twins are in year 1 and Hotaru's in year 2. But if she wants to come in, she's welcome.
行きます。
So Hotaru again spoke with unusual intensity. So I saw the sisters, or sent the sisters off and returned home.
ただいま。
Okay, so Kotori's back and hopefully things get better.
ただいまです。戻りました。
And so are the twins.
ただいま。まったく。うちを見た後だと、やっぱりボロいわね、ここ。
It's like, well, I'm not used to here compared to my home.
ああ、デザートお願いね。果物でいいから、何かあるでしょ？
Ooh! So, overtaken by a new source of fatigue, I felt my shoulders buckle beneath an invisible weight. It's like, okay. Okay, so it's the next day. It's like I have to get up. I wake up and start cramming for exams. I need to make up some notes for everyone soon. But first, I need to learn or clean the bathroom and do some errands for my dorm mother. Okay, this is bad. I managed to get up, but I'm still sleepy. However, the sleepiness I felt is pleasant, and I'm unable to resist it.
ほら、寝てる。
So he goes back to sleep, and this time Ageha's here.
本当だ。
And so is Hotaru.
やるなら、今のうちよ。やる？いい？肉は禁止。それ以外で、葵にふさわしい文字よ。任せて。
It's like I think I heard a familiar voice. Wait, so is someone here? I felt something warm and soft inch closer to me. And it seems even softer than I thought. Incredibly soft and sweet and aromatic. And it's more hot than warm. I wrap myself tightly around it. So he's giving Hotaru a hug in his sleep.
ダメだよ、鬼。ダメ。
Oh, this is good. And Ageha is jealous. Like, wait, so I just sent Hotaru to help wake Aoi up, and he's now hugging Hotaru, and I wonder why he's giving her that treatment instead of me. So with an intense voice... So with vision blurred from sleep, I see what appears to be someone flying through the air. The elbows bent. Just when I thought it was a dangerous angle, it came crashing down on my stomach. Ooh, ouch. And having received the sudden shock, I lapsed back into unconsciousness. Okay, so now I always up without the sleepiness. Oh no, I overslept. Everyone must have been up already.
遅い。
I'm sorry.
あ、起きたんだ。
Oh, so you came.
起きたか。
Which reminds me, why is it that whenever I look at Ageha, I feel a sharp pain in my stomach?
おはよう、鬼。
But then again, Ageha has been beating up Aoi at times. And she's the one that gets angry first. Oh, so you're here. Well, let's have fun. It's another day reserved for hard study.
Hi.
So today we'll study for our exams. Well, what's wrong? Do you have a fever or something? So your face is kind of red.
いや、これは違うよ。
Ageha belt her elbow in a show of support. And just seeing her pointed elbow was enough to send shivers down my spine. So what's going on here? So we got enough chairs to jump right into study.
いい？みんな、何が何でも赤点だけは取らないようにするのよ。
So failing grade would mean supplementary classes that seriously threaten the break part of summer break. In that case, the teachers who are forced to be present for those lessons lose their summers too. Well, I'm sure no matter what, there'll always be students who will fail and have to go to supplementary lessons. And teachers who lose time for holidays, family, and hobbies tend to reveal a more sinister form not often seen during normal classes. True?
赤点は死刑！会長命令！
So we too could not stand the idea of losing precious working hours. And that's why all of us got together to study for these exams as if our lives depend on it. And our school is fairly industrial in nature, with an unusually high number of marks awarded for practical skills. True? And on the other hand, general classes are not taken as seriously. However, that doesn't mean those classes can be neglected. So basically, well, the final exams, a larger weight is placed on the specialized topics like science, engineering, all the technicalities. But there is a good portion of the weight on general studies like history, Japanese language, and such. So more than anything, I'm just glad that normal classes can be studied the night before.
わからん。
So I wonder if the regular classes, the language and history classes, those are easy to pass no matter what. And it's the special topics like the engineering stuff that's really, really hard to pass.
これはね。
So Kotori was the expect when it came to desktop subjects. Aga has skillful hands and a quick mind, but unfortunately for her, neither of these seem to translate to the test sheet. So even though Aga's good with her hands, she can build things. But when it comes to learning hard, intense academic subjects, Agaha fails. And that's why, in a complete reversal of what happens when they're making the glider, Ageha listens intently to Kotori's instructions.
これは？ここからここまで赤線引いておいたから、そこだけ何としても覚えなさい。あの先生の傾向と過去問から言って、80% の確率でここから出るから。
That's not good. So some teachers are lazy. They actually use old questions from the past. And that's one of the ways students can cheat, because if you go to an upperclassman, they might have a copy of it, and they just study the questions instead of the actual content.
わかった。夜ちゃんが私の分までテスト受けてくれたらいいのに。そうはいかないからこうしてるんでしょうが。まったくもう。慌てない慌てない。いいか、誰のためにこうしてると。
So you're always like, well, I'm already good at this, and it's kind of a bother that I'm trying to help someone who's not as good as I am. So having to go back over and over again to explain the content, that's really tiring for me. Well, I suppose we should just leave those two to their own devices. Now, on the other hand, I could really use some of the Yoru's instruction myself. Well, I've held my own in information-based subjects in the past. While an easy victory by no means, I don't see a particular need to panic for time being. So which means I at least have enough wiggle room to go or see the studies of second year student in need. So do you need any help?
これ
This one. Oh, so physics. Okay, so just memorize formulas. So keep both this and this in mind. Remember whatever you can. If you can't apply them, you should get the main point one way or another. So give it a try for yourself. I think you can use that formula for questions 2 and 3. Hotaru?
はい。
So what's wrong? So you seem hesitant.
そんなことないよ。
Well then, so look, So I slowly move Hotaru's hand over to the notebook. Her hands are small.
あ、
So what's wrong?
青に腕筋肉すごい。
Well that's from all the biking I did. So I'd be worried if you had thought the same back when I was a skinny little runt.
すごいね。本当に力すごく強かった。
So do you say, powerful? So maybe I ever shown Hotaru a display of strength before?
すごかったよ。キューって。
Go? Grip. So a huge question mark appeared above. I'm not sure if it's Io's head or Hotaru's head.
危なかった。
So what was?
私。あおちゃんが止めてくれなかったら本当に危なかったんだよ。
So what are you talking about?
キュー。
The grip? I really have no idea what you're getting on about, but,
ほらほら、これね。
And that catches Aga's attention. It's like, I see that he's being too close to Hotaru.
うわこれはないわ。
Same with Kotori. So the two of them over there are looking this way as they smile and exchange whispers. Hey, so what are you up to over there?
いやいや、何も。
Nothing?
なんでもないよ。
So your reactions are quite suspicious. I overlook the open reference book, notebook, and my cell phone, which was placed under the cover of their shadows. So wait, what's that?
いやー、何も。なんでもないって。
So they're trying to hold in their laughter. So you two are being incredibly suspicious, you know.
あーちゃん、さっきの消してなかったの？
And now Hotaru's asking more questions about, oh, so how do I do this now?
あー、こら、ホタル！
I reach out my arm and grab hold of Ageha's cell phone. Ageha tried to guard against my advance, but I was faster. I'd be concerned if my reaction speed were to have lost out considering the days of hard training I dedicate myself to.
こら、見るな！
Ageha Himegi, I have a question for you. So the screen is displaying what appears from below to be nostrils in a picture that seemed like it was taken at a deliberately awkward angle. So who could tell is the sleeping boy in the picture?
水瀬葵くんです。許して。
Hotaru, I'll leave this with you. So take as many photos of this insidious life form over there as you can while it's still here.
ラジャー。
Okay.
裏切り者。ごめんなさい、あーちゃん。こうするしかないの。はあ、取っちゃダメ、取らないで。マネージャーを通してダメよ。ああ、ダメダメ。美しすぎるこの美貌がいけないのね。意味分かって言ってる？最も最高ってことだよね。 国語赤点確実ね。
Well, you can pose for the camera, you know.
八面六臂。地面楚歌でしょ。二者択一。
Well, there's no room for leniency.
了解。いやー、取られちゃう。この美貌が、このスタイルが、隅から隅まで。
I think I'm just getting carried away. It's like, whoa, I look cool, I look cute, I look sexy, don't I?
ノリノリね。いい姉さん。ああいう大人になっちゃダメよ。
Even though I always attempt at trying to get back at Ageha to take a picture of him sleeping.
悪いお手本っていうやつだね。わかったよ、ヨルちゃん。何気に評価がダウンバースト。落ちる。
Well, I'll shoot back up the day after tomorrow because you're trying to avoid the issue of the original picture.
バレた？
Hotaru, so where did that picture come from?
さっき撮った。
That was from me.
あ、こら。そういえば起きた時にはもう来てたわよね、あなたたち。うん、鍵開いてました。
Wait, the front door?
裏の窓。
Wait, what?
昨日帰り際に予売するなら開けとくよってかなこさんが。
She did?
予売って何？ホタルは知らなくていいことです。そこの二人も知らなくていいことよ。わかった？ねえ、予売って何？夜にハウと書くのよ。ああ、闇討ちのことだね。訂正するべきなのかしら。
Well, I think you're close enough. Well then, so what did the two Himegi sisters plan to do after sneaking into my room?
いやー、夏休みの宿題を早めにね。
I'm sure that's false.
青に観察日記。
No way.
まず最初に目印としておでこに文字を。肉？あーちゃんと私の名前を並べて書きました。
Wait, so graffiti?
6文字書く場所なかったので最初の文字だけ。
Wait, so they wrote Ah and Ho, so Ah for Ageha and Ho for Hotaru, but putting it together, it sounds like Aho, which means stupid. Ah!
大丈夫だよ。水性で書いたからすぐ落ちてもう消えてるし。
Obviously.
油性の方が良かった？
Well, that's not what I'm getting at.
青にワイルド。
Sorry, just be quiet for a second.
ホタルに襲いかかった分、それで総裁ってことでどうかな？
Well, who attacked who?
葵がホタルを襲われました。キャー！と驚いてみせるべきなのかしら。
Well, geez, thanks for your trust, friend. So, what are you talking about?
ギューッとされました。そう、さながら獲物が通りかかると飛び出して捕らえるトタテグモのごとく、そのむくけつきだと思いますけど。そう、そのむくけつき腕でホタルを捕らえ。
Well, I can't say anything.
どういう意味です？毛むくじゃら、無作法、気味が悪い、すごく怖いっていうことです。なるほど。先輩の威厳なし。そこで姉は動いた。妹が危ない。とっさに繰り出すエルボートラップ。
Well, I remember what I saw from behind my eyelids. Ageha floating in the air, her pointed elbow. I can still see her falling down on me. Well, that really happened.
いやー、いい手応えというか肘応えだったわ。
Hey! Oh, well, I have it. Okay, so I've had it up to here with you, Ageha. Okay, so that was a pretty unusual event, and I'm not really sure what really happened and why Ageha and Hotaru would sneak into Aoi's room in the morning just to wake him up in a special way. So, anyways, I'm going to cut the episode here, and hopefully we can get some more clarification about what's going on between Aoi, Ageha, and Hotaru. So all the things that they've been doing, they don't really make sense. So also with that dinner, about how the other girls, they have Aoi be seated between the Himegi sisters, with Ageha and Hotaru spoon feeding Aoi. It's like, oh, that's quite romantic. And they seem to be playing along. And when Aoi asks for a explanation, Ageha gives all of these ridiculous responses that don't really match up or make sense. And I think Hotaru is just clueless and she says some truths, but then she kind of says some things that also don't really make sense. But anyways, with all that in mind, I'll see you in the next episode.